is Dan Fisher with Forbes magazine. I'm talking with Giovanni Soldini, who's the captain of the Maserati boat, which is going to attempt to do a transatlantic record challenge and possibly a 24-hour challenge. They're hot off of setting a record for the Canary Islands to the Bahamas in this 70-foot boat, and they're waiting for the proper weather patterns to set up so that they can try to beat the record across the Atlantic. Giovanni, can you tell me, what are you doing, watching, and waiting for here right now in New York City?
We want really waiting for a perfect weather windows. Well, the record we trying to beat is New York to England, and it's the North Atlantic records come from 100 years ago when the Clippers was used to do this crossing. And so we had a really difficult time to beat because it's 6 days and 17 hours, and it belongs to Marisha, who is a much bigger boat. It's a 140-foot boat, so it's the double. Mm-hmm. And so we're waiting for the high pressure of the Azores to be more stable and to have a good low pressure pushing us to England.
So it's not like a sports car where you can just fill it up with gas and go. You have to wait for the proper conditions.
Yes, Maserati is a boat that can do like 24, 23 knots average easily, but then if there is no wind, can do 2 knots average. So it's a big difference.
What happens with these boats is when you can the keel one side to the other one, you're actually missing some sideways force. So you put one of these down, they are symmetrical like the airplane, right. So you can actually get some lift. So they push you and the boat goes straight rather than going sideways. So that's why you have these boats, and they actually one to each side to perform better and to actually go faster.
Now, I was told this is fine Italian carbon fiber work, is that correct?
That's very, very, very fine Italian work, yes. Here is down here. Below here you have the cylinders, the hydraulic cylinders. They push the keel one side to the other one. They're big cylinders like this, and they can push like 220 tons each. So they're very, very powerful, extremely powerful. Here we got the nav station, which is where Giovanni, the skipper, spends most of his time. And he's just looking now where we are, the map. And through the satellites, we get all the info about the weather. So we can download it and decide where to go, basically. Around here, there's a toilet. Here is basically very simple. You sit here, you get handles to hang on. It's actually, you can swing one side to the other one because outside is actually quite rough. And then if it's very, very rough, you actually wear one of these. So you're actually having all your stuff here and you hang on, and it's all pretty simple and steady, it's safe especially. Here we go all the beds. That's where we're sleeping, right here. All of these can go up and down depending on the heel of the boat. So they're quite comfortable. Here go also some mattress, so which is actually quite nice. It's a bit loud, but a part of this is actually quite comfortable. And over here we got the kitchen, the best part of the boat. Here you go the stove, where you cook the food. You just put it here afterwards, and then mix it up. There's all the freeze-dry food. It's actually made from Italy, which is actually very nice food for once.
Maserati is a boat that can do like 24, 23 knots average easily, but then if there is no wind, can do 2 knots average. So it's a big difference. And luckily for a sailing boat, the wind is pretty important.
Now this is a 70-foot boat that can do, how fast can this boat go, maximum speed?
It can do like 40 knots, 41.
So that's about 46 miles an hour?
Yes, more or less.
Kind of scary at those speeds, isn't it?
Yes, I mean it's like a huge and very powerful power boat, but we can do it for a lot of time because we use the wind and we don't have gasoline.